Hey, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means? We are live, and we got JD popping in.
Oh, he's muted and no picture.
He's having a rough day.
Look, I'm gonna be here, but I'm not gonna be here.
I'm gonna Claude Rains it.
Oh, hey, real quick question. I happened to catch my first Hey, JD. I happened to catch my first episode last week of the new Night Court, which we talked about recently. And oddly enough, you guys told me last week that was the worst of the shows so far. And that was the first one I caught. So I watched it again last night. What'd you guys think of last night?
I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me.
Better.
It's definitely better. I mean,
okay.
I'm not gonna say it's fantastic, but it was definitely better.
Okay.
Yeah, the one last week was just, oh my God, it was terrible.
We're watching both as soon as Catherine gets back, and it may or may not be our final two. I don't know. There's just so much other stuff to watch. I mean, Mandalorian season 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot coming out that's just a lot better.
That's just,
it's not terrible.
Oh, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, Silly made popcorn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Actually, I'll be right back.
Okay. He's going to go make popcorn.
I wish.
Trying to point out that Mama C didn't make me popcorn.
It's the hot tea that's keeping me from coughing.
Well, is there a popcorn flavored, beer?
There's gotta be.
It's got to be something
better. I'm going to have
what?
Candy cane stout.
Oh, look at that.
So I have the candy.
It's like 10 months early for that.
Oh, power up time.
Or so much of it is I'm a month late. Better drink it up because it's not going to be still good come next year.
You're kind of either kind of late or really early.
That's right. You know what I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it just in time.
I thought maybe you were going to call it things I drink before I pee.
I was talking to Lance before the show, and we had close to 200 different movies submitted.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
It was in the 180s, I think.
I'm anxious to hear you rattle through the list of ones that didn't make the top 32. But don't pause for everyone. No interrupting him. When he starts, he goes from start to finish. And even though our favorite movie might be there, which a lot of mine are, I'm not going to say a word. It's just the way it is.
Well, how many do you want to hear?
All of them. Go to the bottom of the list, start reading up till you get the number 33 that just didn't make the list.
Smokes.
So from dead last all the way up. That's
are you flipping kidding me? You want to go from 200 to 33 or 33 to 200?
4 minutes and 12 seconds.
And if JD's not here, too bad. So sad.
I'll do it quickly.
Can he do it? Here we go.
All right. We had a 5-way tie for last.
What?
Brazil, Light of Day, Fright Night, Raising Arizona, and Police Academy.
I heard my name. Sorry.
All right. And then it goes Lady Terminator, Scarface, Porky's, Hero at Large, Willow, The Big Chill, Sleepaway Camp, Trading Places, Hollywood Chainsaw Hooker. I'm not sure how that didn't get higher.
Trading
Places Dancing. Temple of Doom, Rocky 4, Tango and Cash, Near Dark, Burial Ground, Men at Work, Back to School.
Triple ending.
Back to School.
Triple ending. Yeah. Full Metal Jacket, The Burning, The Outsiders, Glory, Coneheads. That was actually a pretty good movie.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The Beast Within, Blue Thunder, The Prowler.
Blue Thunder got cut.
Major League.
Major League, okay.
That was really low. Hard Rock Zombies. Say Anything. 9 to 5. They Live. Is They Live the Roddy Piper movie? Okay.
Yeah.
John Carpenter.
It's a John Carpenter, yeah.
Trick or Treat, Remo Williams, The Dead Zone.
Oh yeah.
Dead Zone.
Valley Girl, Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, Tip McGilly didn't make the cut.
Wow, we're still ways away from the top 32 here. Nightmare on Elm Street, Neon Maniacs, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Batman, History of the World Part 1, Lost Boys.
How could that not make it?
Yeah, Lost Boys. I thought Lost Boys would make it, but nah, I guess not many people liked it. I actually voted for it.
Was on my list.
Pretty in Pink.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch over here.
It was 16 Candles versus Pretty in Pink for me, and I chose 16 Candles.
Where are we at? Oh, Rock and Roll Nightmare, Running Scared, Monty Python, Meaning of Life, Friday the 13th, the original, Night of Demons, Crossroads, Flamingo Kid, Highlander, The Fog, Zombie Nightmares, Young Blood, Brewster's Millions, American Werewolf in London, Transformers, the movie, Black Rose, G.I. Joe, the movie, Toxic Avenger, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, The Goonies, Can't Buy Me Love, Spies Like Us, Night of the Creeps, Wall Street, Blade Runner, Return of the Living Dead,
Blade Runner. Wow. Okay.
Beastmaster, Flash Gordon, Dead Poet Society, E.T., Creep Show, Flash of the Titans.
Creep Show.
Yeah, E.T. got very little votes.
Really? One of the biggest movies of all time.
That's because Jeff vetoed it.
Because we're not 5 anymore. That's why.
Hey, I am.
Salam.
I'm not. Maybe I'm 10.
It's interesting. Back when we were just doing the 5 of us, if someone had a oddball, whatever, at the very top, and it were 32 points, it usually made the list. But not this time around. There was just too many.
You said there's 11, right? 11 lists.
I had 3
so thank you everybody for submitting.
I had 3 columns.
Yeah, people had it wrong. It's actually 11.
I had 3 columns. I had just my first phase was 140 movies, so I had to like scale down from there. Like I was a big movie guy in the 80s.
My first phase was 6 movies, and then I had to
6.
I had to start looking things up.
Yeah, to start digging.
This is going to be interesting. He hasn't said Megaforce yet.
Oh, Megaforce didn't even get a vote.
What about Strange Brew?
I don't think so.
Did you read all the ones that didn't get? Have you gone through them all now, Jeff? That didn't make
not
it?
yet. What did I leave off
Keep
on?
going then. Keep going.
Wall Street, I think. Blade Runner, Return of the Living Dead, Beastmaster. Oh, I already did these. Creep Show, Clash of the Titans, Time Bandits. Almost Fire, Risky Business, Krull, The Thing.
The Thing.
Roger was just asking about The Thing. So it was on the list, but it was just too far down. Manhunter, Red Dawn, Heavy Metal, Miracle on Ice, Roadhouse, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Beetlejuice, Blade Runner, Survivors, Coming to America, Lethal Weapon, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Meet the Feebles, Phantasm, The Color Purple, Midnight Run, 48 Hours, Silverado, Bad Taste, Terms of Endearment. Pete, it didn't make it. The Last Starfighter.
You and I, our votes just didn't count.
What was the one that you didn't get, Pete?
Terms of Endearment.
Oh, too serious.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about 48 Hours. I was like,
48 Hours. That blows my mind.
Terms of Endearment's a good movie.
Cheerleader Camp.
It's a good movie.
Excalibur
for 48 Hours.
Gods Must Be Crazy, An Officer and a Gentleman, Blind Date, Sorority Babes, and the Slime Ball Bowl-orama.
That's a classic. I didn't vote for
classic something.
I didn't vote
Moonstruck, Twilight Zone, Gremlins, Vice Squad, Chopping Mall, and The Shining. All right, so so we're down to the final 20 that didn't make the cut.
Okay.
Rain Man. Boy, that's a good movie. I didn't have it on my list either. I forgot about it, to be honest.
It was Risky Business.
Life Force, Better Off Dead, Amazon Women on the Moon.
Better Off Dead. What the hell?
Commando, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
What?
Predator. And sorry, Pete, but UHF. Field of Dreams, War Games. All right, here's Here's the final 10 that just missed the cut. Naked Gun, Night Shift.
Night Shift.
Repo Man, World According to Garp. I feel like I'm reading a snow schedule on the radio, and all the kids are waiting around listening.
I want to hear my school.
We need a best of 80s part 2. There's just too many great movies left off this.
Let's see.
Well-
Uncle Buck. Christmas Vacation. I'm kind of shocked that's not on there.
Well, I think
Rambo
Vacation,
First Blood.
I only chose one.
Poltergeist. Weird Science. And then the one that just missed out, Tron.
I don't think that I have a single movie left in the brackets.
And this,
I got a couple, not many.
all of a sudden, Pete disappears.
Why
Why
are
the
you
hell
here?
with you?
Pete, we should have commiserated at least on Youngblood and Strange Brew.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for either of those.
I know. That's why they're not there.
Just a second. I'm leaving.
Classic.
You know what makes the Pete? You know what makes the Tron even worse?
What?
It tied for 32nd.
Wow.
And the tiebreaker is the first tiebreaker is number of people that voted for it.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That way,
Fair.
keeps,
That's fair.
because originally it was to keep just one person from having it way high and getting it on the list.
Yeah.
But it also lost in the second tiebreaker. So,
I think what we're going to use for a second one?
highest rank by a
Okay.
single person.
Right.
I think the crazy thing
wait,
about
did
these.
you guys notice my theme appropriate shirt
Sound very good.
And it
and
made the list.
theme appropriate shoes?
Oh, sweet.
Got my Spicoli Vans.
Sweet.
Let's see. We got Saboteur,
Oh,
Joe
Roger
Wise.
Matthews
my mom, Roger
Yep.
Matthews.
says they look for the thing, not on the list.
It is a fantastic movie, but that's one that I only ever watched once. I should
Well,
watch it sometime.
Dashnet's here. This
I
is
think that,
Hey,
Stash. This is your first bracket show?
That's awesome.
I think so.
I guess
I
it's been a
think it
while
is.
since we've done it.
And she threw down, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I was
1960
teasing you
Camaro.
as well with Terms of Endearment because I knew that we had Terms of Endearment and
TJ.
Officer and Gentleman, and I'll be quite honest, they are both fantastic movies, but they didn't make my
Christopher.
list. But they are awesome movies, and I was actually talking to Mama C about that today. That it was neat, Stash, that you had a different perspective in there with some of the movies that are your favorites, as opposed to us, and we think about the friggin'
Yeah.
same old stuff we sort. But it was really neat because at the end of the day, different demographic. An Officer and Gentleman and Terms of Endearment are both going to be in that list.
PJ,
That's an interesting idea.
You know another
Taking
one.
the losers and making a bracket out of them.
You know another one.
Well-
Pete? Yeah, I wasn't feeling sentimental that like when I made the list, but Unbolted Pond is another one in that.
Oh my God, never thought of it, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That is an incredible movie. I love it.
There were so many other
No
movies
Purple
though
Rain.
that I watched like so many times that I had to put in there. Like I kind of gauged it because it almost came down to like an arbitrary list at the end because there were just too many
Well,
movies I like. But
well,
I
and
agree.
that's,
depending on how many times I've seen some of them, or if I don't turn them off if they're on, like if I'm flipping channels, like Fast Times, it's just obligatory. I gotta watch it. Back to the Future, you know.
where's
Wizard.
PJ? I have to make mention too because I was just looking this movie up, and the track from it by Wang Chung was a hit when I was working on the radio in '86. Was To Live and Die in L.A. That's a great movie. That's a great movie. I'm glad you mentioned it because and this the big thing about tonight is we can all have a shit fit about what didn't make it.
Yeah.
But this is the deal when we do it like this, when you're like, okay, anything, whatever, the whole fargan decade, just whatever. And the 80s was such an explosion. The 70s was a huge thing. I mean, movies have been a thing for so many decades now, but the 80s just that's when
The
so many
Donner Needs
soundtracks
Food.
took
Yeah.
hold and all that
Oh,
stuff.
soundtracks. Yep.
So it was a market. It was a huge market. And so they were just spitting out stuff all over the place. And for all kinds of different kinds of people, too. So.
Here we go. First one.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Seriously?
Back to the Future versus Fast Times.
Oh,
25 in chat. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Hey, everybody.
And
Need your vote.
I can't.
I'm gonna say this if I can. I
Those
think
are
it would
literally
be
my
better
top
for us
two.
for not to use alt accounts. Like, you know, what do you think about that, guys? Before we start,
What's
you know
that?
what I'm saying? Everybody gets a vote, but don't get 3 things open and vote 3 times. Does that sound fair?
Oh, yeah, I would never do
Wait,
that.
was somebody doing this previously?
No, not necessarily here, but it's just, you know, I just sort of thought I'd bring it up because, you know, it's something that we do. We're voting in other shows
Because it just gave me a great idea because I was going to vote for Back to the Future and Fast Times.
I'm just saying that let's not use alt accounts, guys.
Oh boy.
Let's just
He
use
wants
our
to.
own
Now,
account.
He wants to.
Can you
he wants
guys
to put a
vote?
poker in both.
Where do you want?
Are you
I
guys
can
able to vote?
I vote. I voted.
Where do you want us to vote? In the window?
At the poll.
I didn't have my YouTube open. Hold on.
Do you want us? You want us to vote in the poll as well, not do a verbal vote afterwards, right, Jeff?
Yeah, just vote in the poll.
Okay,
Makes more sense.
And then how long per match or, face off? Like a couple minutes or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most.
Yeah, I mean, we got to really burn through it, or we're going to be here all night. And
That's right.
I don't have time for that.
Well, my Theraflu wears off at 12, so
When we start seeing drool coming down your face, we'll know we're about done.
Well, right now it says 14 votes and it's a tie.
You should have seen that because this cures all the ails, you JD.
yeah.
All right.
I can't recommend Theraflu from the taste test point of view. Well, wait a minute. What is happening with tiebreakers now? Not both movies aren't getting axed, are they?
Yeah.
Double knockout.
Well, it shouldn't be.
All right.
Okay.
I'm in the
18
poll.
votes in.
I wish
2
we
minutes.
would change that. Okay.
Jeff, you cannot vote. Is that correct? Oh, you defended it.
Yeah, I got my phone. I'm voting.
Oh, okay.
I am voting for an alt account, but I can't vote here, so it's still.
Wait,
We should
I'm
do some
seeing-
sort of timer so we know when it's going out. Like,
Yeah, because we
Well,
might
the
start
vote-
talking.
The
It
vote
says
shows you
61% for Back to the Future and 38% for Fast Times.
Yep. That's where we're at.
Oh, I thought somebody said it was tied.
It was.
And then I voted.
Then
I
people
I
voted.
shut it down at 2 minutes.
This is a
because,
fluid situation. You got to vote.
Yeah, the poll itself will tell you how long it's been going on. So as soon as it hits 2 minutes, I'm just shutting it down. So we're not here all night.
But if we accidentally talk through it, can we still vote?
Not once the poll's done.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll stop talking.
vote and then talk.
All right,
But
so back to the
that's what I was
future
saying.
one.
We should have a countdown.
I was
10,
busy-
9, 8, 7,
I was
and
busy
everybody hasn't done it.
complaining. I was busy complaining.
Need a kitchen timer or something. Just
Hey, that's my
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I haven't
All
got
right.
a kitchen timer here, but we could run a timer on my phone. I got a timer
Is
right
there-
here.
Is there room for another complainer on this show? I thought that was my job. I just thought I'd check. I could take the night off.
All right, so we got Top Gun versus what's this? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Last Crusades. Okay.
Okay.
Did all the Raiders movies make it in this?
No,
I mean, in that era, like 3 of them.
Oh,
well, I
wow.
think 2 are on this list, but that's it.
2. Yeah, that was
That's
tough. Like anything that had sequels, I just chose the first one of the series because, like Airplane and Back to the Future, like I love all of those. Indiana Jones, everything except for Crystal Skull. That was horrid.
Oh, God. Yeah. The alleged 4th edition.
That's right,
There's
Mike. We got it.
There's a new one coming.
Soldier through.
Oh, I didn't start the timer. I'm going to put a timer on 1 minute right now.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's all right.
clicked it
The poll
before.
tells you, Pete.
That was
What
really
did it
weird.
tell you?
Huh?
It doesn't. I don't see
We
it.
don't see a time on ours,
Yeah,
Jeff.
it
Yeah, I
says
don't
1
s-
minute.
Yeah.
It just hit
Not
1
on
minute.
ours.
It
doesn't-
only shows it right
Oh,
before
okay.
it's about to close.
Now it says
Oh.
1 minute ago.
Yeah, that's the timer. So as soon as it hits 2 minutes ago, I'll just shut it down because that way each one will be 2 minutes.
Mine says happening now.
I hit. Yeah, me too. I hit
mine
the dot.
says happening now too. I don't think that timer is a good.
No, it's working on my end. I don't see that at all. It's got 1 minute ago.
Can you
You're
give
right,
us like a 2
Mike.
minute
You're
warning?
right. Yeah.
It starts with a 2 minute warning. You only have 2 minutes.
Oh, it's only got 2 minutes? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Alrighty then.
Mama C didn't get the poll. What are you watching on? Mama C, is you watching on a phone or a?
It's probably on her phone.
Yeah, I'm getting it on my phone.
She has her phone on too.
Yeah, it shows up on my phone. I'm not sure. Maybe if you can switch.
She maybe just watch on the Apple TV.
On the desktop, I see the poll, but I don't see the timer on my Mac.
All right, we got to be getting close to 2 minutes.
Ago. Now it says 2 minutes ago on mine.
There we go. 2 minutes done.
Bingo.
Last Crusade, 61%. Top Gun, 38.
Really? Oh my God, Roger!
It says 18 votes, but I showed 28 in chat.
Yeah.
JD, did you see this? Did you see this? My cure-all is Vicodin and Crown Royal.
All you need is one.
That'd be a short night.
Don't make any plans.
That might be all you get is one.
Yeah.
We're going to go around here.
Don't make any plans or operate heavy machinery with that combination.
All right, next matchup. Empire Strikes Back versus
Oh no, it's not.
National Lampoon's Christmas.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah, Firewalker. I have never watched that movie.
There, yeah.
There you go. Empire Strikes Back versus National Lampoon's Vacation.
Wow. Hello and welcome to a gimme.
You think?
Oh, I know.
Really?
Man. If
timer's on.
I mean, the only reason that you're going to vote against Star Wars on this is if you just don't like Star Wars.
There you go.
Well, I think the question is, does Christy Brinkley have enough power to keep Vacation?
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that, Lance. I'll give you that.
I really did like Vacation.
But that's a tall order against the Star Wars franchise.
It's funny. Vacation was in my list and Empire Strikes Back wasn't. And I'll tell you why. Because I knew Empire Strikes Back was going to make the list. Like, I didn't even have to. That was just my rationale. And I didn't want to.
Nope, this is regular Vacation, the one with Aunt Edna.
Yep.
Not Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation was read off and one of the ones that just didn't make it.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, I agree. There's 64-bit. Where do I vote for Ernest Goes to Camp?
It just missed the top. If we would have gone 200, it may have made it.
She found the original one duller.
30 in chat. Thanks everybody for joining.
All right, Rover halfway, although it looks like this one's going to be pretty obvious.
I got 34 seconds left.
Wow, I think we should just do 1.5 minutes.
There you go.
All right, we'll start with 1.5 minutes on the next one.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just like, I don't know. That just seems like a long time. It's like,
Stuart, I think you want to leave.
Well, I got 31.
I don't.
Coming in.
I really do. I even brought my shit over here to do it. Even I have a few little projects. I was going to do this with my phone, but then I looked at my phone.
For Empire.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Pete, you going to set it for 1.5 minutes? Because I cannot do 1.5 minutes on this poll here.
I can't do a minute. Oh, no, I can. I can do 1 minute 30
just
seconds.
do 2 and somebody tell a joke.
There, I got 1.5 minutes set up now.
Somebody tell a joke. You know, I since I play covers in a band, I thought about, whenever we take a break, I would start covering comedians is what I thought about doing.
All right, here we go. Next poll.
Somewhere?
Next poll's up.
It's my phone. It's my office phone here. I was going to say, Vikings doesn't do a covering. Do your take on the Jeopardy theme. Have it go 2 minutes.
All right, here we go.
We'll get a copyright strike.
Raiders of the Lost Ark and Spinal Tap.
Oh, my God.
Where was that?
Place your vote now.
Hey, Stu, is this the one where we plead the fifth? Like, that's like, if we vote against Spinal Tap, it's like sacrilege.
Right, it is.
But I love Raiders.
So do I, but but we already went with Last Crusade, so I'm like, that's my favorite of the three. So I already voted for that, and I have to vote for Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
That's
where I'm going.
You know,
the thing with I was gonna say with Raiders, it's interesting. Tom Selleck was originally cast.
Yeah.
As the
yeah.
lead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
he couldn't take it because they were doing Magnum PI,
Mhm.
but there was a writer strike, so Magnum PI production slowed. So Tom Selleck could have actually filmed the lead.
Wow.
Thank goodness he didn't.
Yeah, but could he have done like 5-6 movies after that?
I think he would have been pretty good at it.
Here's one that didn't make either list. Speaking
With that
of Tom
Hawaiian
Selleck,
shirt and the shorts, he'd been great.
Quigley Down Under. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's
a great movie.
Isn't that
good.
like a 90? Was it 90 when that came out, or
That might have been, but just
great movie
Yep.
with the girl from Just Shoot Me with that Laura.
Is that it?
that's it. That's
I noticed
crappy
after
arm,
looking
but
at
that's
all
it.
these family pictures that I was volunteered to be a photographer.
All right. Raiders wins.
There's
Raiders
our new
advanced
There's
73%.
JW's new cartoon GoGameGo design.
Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty cool.
That's great. What show is that?
Hubert.
Is that what it was? Is Cubert?
All right, we got Escape from New York
Oh,
versus the Karate Kid.
Oh, it's another rough one.
not for me.
Mr. Miyagi versus what? That Snake? Was it Plissken or
Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
Snake Plissken. I'm going in.
I was surprised to see Escape from New York even on the list.
You were. Wait a minute. Wait. What?
What?
Yep.
You were surprised to see it on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah. No.
Well, compared to some of the movies he mentioned that didn't make the cut, I could kind of see that. I mean, I like the movie.
Not
but,
for me. Not
but, I
for
mean,
me. It's
Well,
but like there was some heavyweights that didn't make this cut.
it seems like there's a lot of people that really dig Escape from New York.
this is one of them.
Yeah, I mean that was a toss up for me. They're both on my list.
Yeah, I mean they're both great movies. It doesn't mean that I definitely doesn't mean I dislike any of them.
And I've seen both of them many times.
Yeah, but I would watch if you said, "Dude, here's your deserted island movie." I'll pick it. Escape from New York every time.
Ooh, we're tied.
Oh shite!
Did you see that,
Beat
Peter?
Princess Bride? I'm rioting.
Did you see that Peter Cetera wins every time?
Yeah, some of it was here.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Are
We
they
had,
both going to
Chain-
group?
Chime in.
Going tied. 20
Everyone
Chain of
should
Rocks.
lose. Oh,
Is it the
God.
Chain of Rocks bridge that's on there when they're having that final?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anybody see Escape from LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
not good.
It was all
It's
right.
going to be a
but
double knockout unless we get another vote.
somebody vote. Jeez.
Escape
You
from LA.
serious?
I darn near live that every day. What are you talking about?
That's
How much
true.
time's left?
Oh, jeez.
Lance
We gotta,
Lance
Double
has got
knockout.
a dual thing going there.
we gotta change something with that. That's,
They both are gone. Oh, shite.
Mr. Miyagi's knocked out.
Wow.
And so is Snake.
Snake Plissken is dead.
Wax on, wax off did not work.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, that's Wrath of Khan.
So that gives Back to the Future a bye, right?
Yep.
All right, next one's up.
Wow.
Terminator
Wow.
versus To Live and Die in L.A.
I've never even seen To Live and Die in LA.
I mean, that's a tough one because you have to go.
I'll be back.
And it got very, very quiet.
Well, I mean, you
After a
think
double
about
knockout.
you think about throwing a vote in for something, but you're like, it's not going to win. So you're like, I might as well just
heart.
vote. Huh?
At the end of the day, you look at two movies. Which one do you like better? You vote for it.
Yeah.
Well, my heart says I like them both, but
you got to choose, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, you know, and really, To Live and Die in L.A. is a great flick.
Yep.
What's The Wizard?
The Wizard is with Fred Savage in the video games.
Mario 3 movie.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
I was just shocked to see it there over some of the ones that were there.
I loved. Well, who said it earlier? Was it Salvatore? I've never even heard of The Wizard.
Yeah,
it's the first time I've ever heard it mentioned ever. What year did it come out?
PJ.
It would have been late 80s, right?
Late 80s, yeah.
Yeah. Well, PJ's, whenever Super Mario, just before Super Mario 3 came out, because it sort of introduced it to North America.
What if Back to the Future was versus Karate Kid and Escape from New York?
Yep, there it is.
Oh man,
where'd it go?
Yeah, early Willem Dafoe in To Live and Die in L.A. He plays.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He plays a guy printing money.
This is going to be an interesting poll here.
Hey, Casey.
So somebody who's never heard of The Wizard and somebody who just freaking hates it. What's up, Casey?
Breakfast Club versus Die Hard.
Oh,
that is hard.
I know it's Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah.
For me, it's Breakfast Club. I mean, I love Die Hard, and poor Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah, with the recent news.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, Jeff. Casey says his internet is fixed.
Hey, way to go, Casey.
Wait, is it fixed or is it fixed?
Are you gonna go play Power Pros baseball, Casey?
Nah.
I deleted it. Well, no, I didn't delete it. I've almost deleted it.
Same here, StashNet. Same here. Oh, look at that. And yes, it is a Christmas film. All Breakfast Club. Mama C wants all the Breakfast Club. It's downloading, Jeff. Or is it's downloading Jeff?
I hope not. I'm right here.
Have you discovered any new Playdate games, Jeff?
I gotta look. I haven't looked in a while. I know a new one's coming out by a developer I really like, so everything he's put out has been good.
Lots of love for Mama C tonight there. That's awesome.
Jeff, are you going to get Super Mega Baseball 4?
Yeah. Well, unless EA screws it up.
They said they weren't touching it. I mean, they're just giving it more financial backing, and they said it's the same production crew.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely get it.
There it is.
Ta-da-ta-da.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. Oh, close,
55%.
Argyle gets no respect for what he did in Die Hard.
I can hear Mama C cheering upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome.
What? DJC's not happy.
Expression check.
I was going to say that matches perfectly.
Oh, that's an upset, I think.
All right, here we go. 16 Candles versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Ooh, that's rough.
That is really rough.
Let's see.
Timer has started.
I think they're still filming part 4 right now for Beverly Hills Cop.
Is that right?
I heard that.
It's interesting to see Eddie Murphy sort of get back into things again, isn't it?
Yep.
So JW is asking, did you hear Polymega is going cloud? Potentially indie retro developers will be able to sell their games by download.
I wonder how much that service is going to cost.
Well, we know where DJC's going.
You know, it might be sacrilege to say, but I'm going to tell you right now. I didn't mind the Adventures of Pluto Nash for what it was.
I'm sorry. Did you say something or did you fart? I don't.
It had moments. Had moments.
The Adventures of Pluto Nash, starring Mike Stu.
And we let Pete vote in this. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Beverly
How
Hills
do we
Cop.
get away with this stuff?
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. That was originally going to be a Sylvester Stallone movie.
Oh, is that right?
Went way over budget, and then a lot of the things they wrote for it became what was used in Cobra.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer Beverly Hills Cop to Cobra, though.
Yeah, I was going to say in no way, shape, or form was as good. I have the deluxe bundle waiting, Casey says. And thanks to Rich, I ordered all the other stuff.
Did anybody have?
Oh, double knockout!
It was like half a second.
Long
16
Dog
Candles had the lead, and then boom.
and Axel Foley are gone.
Wow.
Hey, BCB. Thank you.
Did anybody vote
almost
for
had it.
Buckaroo Banzai?
Oh yeah, no, I thought about that.
Yeah, I had to. It was on, like, I had 3 columns, and that was like on my second column. My second column was my, like, I really, really want these to be in the list, but they're not going to make it list.
Yeah,
I saw that 2 days ago. It was on the MGM channel.
really?
Yeah,
Did you see that it was on there, or did you actually watch it?
I actually watched it,
it's a cool movie. I don't know how well it holds up. I haven't seen it for a while.
and I guess the sequel to that was what the heck was that? Kurt Russell, was it Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh yeah,
They were
that
gonna
was
do
a
a sequel.
sequel.
Was that
No.
considered a sequel?
Well, a lot of the elements were going to be used for a sequel, and it went
Oh.
into that movie.
Yeah, Remo Williams. I know.
I love Remo Williams.
Who did the theme song for that? Does anybody know?
No.
Song was called
Oh.
"What If."
I remember the end of it there. No,
Well, if it's the '80s, Kenny Loggins did a ton.
Yeah,
Well, that would be a good thought.
Rick Springfield?
No, he was actually a part of a band.
I think I knew this, but I don't.
And he had put out a solo record just prior to that, and this song became the title track of his second solo record.
American, Canadian?
American. He was a Southern guy who joined a band up in the north. Up in like northern US.
Yep, I'll announce when the poll's up. Actually, it's going up now. We've got a battle of sequels.
Ooh.
Here we go. Poll's up.
Time's on.
Star Trek 2 versus Back to the Future 2.
Oh.
Is Back to the Future 1 still on the list?
Is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It automatically went to the next bracket.
Oh man, but like flying skateboards. I mean, come on.
I know, but there's something about
Wrath of Khan was probably one of the best in that series, if not the best.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my brother jumped on the table when they stuck those things in their ears.
The earwigs?
Yeah.
The earwigs.
Oh my lord.
Was that Paul Winfield?
He just about flipped out. John Waite's a really good choice and good guess. That's not it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Who is
he
it?
was with the Babies, so good choice.
And
And
he
then
also
later
with
was in Bad English.
Bad English. Oh, you already said Bad English.
Captain Kirk, you left us here on City Alpha 5 without any fine Corinthian leather.
Why does the poll keep minimizing? Like,
it just does it on its own. I don't know why.
Once you vote, it gets smaller. You can click on it and see what's going on. But
you could tap it and watch, JD.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I just did that.
No alt accounts tonight, Casey.
No alt accounts.
And
Oh,
Chuck,
Time
The
Rider.
Wizard is an American classic.
yeah, I agree. DJC.
Clearly the best of the Trek films.
I agree. And I enjoyed Voyage Home too. Oh, there it is.
I did too, and there's actually a song about that on Space Metal by Star One. They
Star
did a
Trek
great-
2, 65%.
Time Rider was another good movie. Yeah,
I loved Time Rider. Time Rider was on my column too. Like that got edged out. I loved that. Time Rider, The Adventures of Lyle Swan. My dad and I saw that like when it was like late night.
Man,
That's actually a hard movie to find. Like I tried for a long time to find that.
Really?
Yeah.
The Principal with Belushi. John Waite did
a
the
lot
song in the
said
beginning.
for Star Trek 3 as well, because how many other films do you get Jim Ignatowski as the Klingon commander?
That's
you
pretty
won't
great.
give me the Genesis device. Well, okie doke.
Yep.
Okie doke. That's great.
Wait a minute.
What does a yellow light mean? Slow down. What does a yellow light mean?
Hey.
Slow down.
Dude, did you
anyway, that's enough of that.
Dude, did you tell us what
John Waite?
Pardon?
For Bucker Bonsai, did you tell us who it was?
1968 Camaro, you are not blocked. I don't know why you're not seeing Chuck's.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know either.
I see them.
So John Waite actually did have a song that was in Vision Quest. His song "Change" was in there.
Yeah.
But the guy who did the "What If" was Tommy Shaw.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
What if? And then it goes blah, blah, blah.
Attention, everyone. We are doing... Next poll's going up right now. It's Caddyshack versus Stripes.
Oh, come
on.
on.
Wow.
Come on.
That's ruthless. Talk about ruthless.
Well,
I
got to go
know
with
what
Stripes.
I'm doing.
I got to go with Stripes, but that's rough. I mean, that's
I don't know what's going on here with you guys, but you're not. No one's blocked. I'm not sure what's happening.
I don't see. Oh, that's weird.
I see both Camaro and DJC's.
I think Art Bigfall voted.
I think the difference between Caddyshack and Stripes might come down to 4 things:
Rodney Dangerfield,
PJ Souls, and Cindy Morgan.
Oh, you mean versus?
Those 4 things.
Well, we're waiting.
Wait, PJ Souls. What about
waiting?
What about the other girl?
Waiting.
Sean, what's the other girl's name?
Sean Young.
Sean Young. Thank you.
Yeah. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I haven't voted yet.
I mean,
I don't know what I want to pick.
Don't sell yourself short, Judge. You're a terrible slouch.
Caddyshack has Rodney Dangerfield and Ted Knight.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
That's true. Harold Ramis, though, in
Stripes.
Stripes.
I mean, how can you beat John Candy, Bill Murray, and
mud wrestling?
How do you beat it? With Caddyshack. That's how.
No.
All messages versus...
And I love Caddyshack. I absolutely love Caddyshack. I mean, both are on my list, very high on my list.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. If Stripes had not gone up against Caddyshack, it probably would have lasted longer.
72%. Wow, 22 votes.
Totally the gopher. Right. Yeah.
Kenny Loggins theme song.
Oh, really? Sean Young was Vicky Vale in Batman until 2 weeks before the filming.
Wow, 2 weeks. Wow.
So did I mention this before? I was watching the pitch meeting about Batman Returns. And they have that in that movie, the bat signal gets diverted and it ends up in his house. And on pitch meeting, he's like, what? Doesn't that just tell everybody who Batman really is? What if he was having a party? Hey, what's that? She fell off a horse.
All right, here you go. This is the vote of the night, I think.
Uh-oh.
New poll going up. Return of the Jedi versus A Christmas Story.
Oh,
That's
good
tough.
Lord.
It's so bizarre.
Well,
that is weird.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to make a dick move if I do something. Return of the Jedi is definitely not my favorite of the original trilogy.
No.
But do I vote against it with Christmas Story, even though I love that movie?
Return of the Jedi I saw right before. It was one of our last like theaters in the area with a huge screen, like when there was only like one screen in the movie theater. And that was the very last movie that I saw there before. That was the last movie they played there before it closed.
I'm sorry, I saw DJC. All I want to do is say, here I'm saying I don't want to be a dick. Being a dick and a pole is tight. That's all I want to say. All right, geez. All right, I'll just do that because it doesn't matter. There, I'm back to that.
What did you vote?
Christmas Story.
Yeah, I voted Jedi. But yeah, I mean, I love Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I know. Did you guys all see the sequel?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw it.
Anybody else?
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was good.
Was it? I watched the trailer again and I was like, maybe I'll watch it at some point.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Did it go? Wait, did it end?
It ended.
Okay.
Yep. Stop dancing. The poll has ended. The pole dance ended.
Wow. I'm surprised that was that far apart, but that's
yeah.
Ewoks were lame, Salvatore said.
Yeah, Ewoks weren't my favorite either, but I like the movie.
No, but those doggone speeder bikes.
I do agree though that
to the forest.
I like Empire better than Jedi.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I would ask, when's the last time you saw a Jedi? Because, like, for me, Christmas Story is almost like a holiday tradition. Christmas Day. What was it? TBS or TNT? It's like all day long.
It's always
TBS.
Yeah. So it's on
life.
while everybody's gone into a food coma in the house. That's what we're all passed out to.
What? Look at that.
Yeah, no, Jedi. I think I've only ever seen twice. I think I saw it maybe even both times in the theater. Yeah. Like they reprised it. The digitally remastered.
Yeah. And I love that movie. I own it. I love it.
I liked it.
To me, it was when I watched it the first time, I was like, wow, this is like a big freaking Muppet movie. And I was like, that's a little too much.
What do you have against the Muppets, Stu?
Absolutely nothing. But in my Star Wars movie, it's like, okay, I'm ready to see those two old guys up in the balcony.
Well, is there a pitch meeting for Jedi? It's like they let Yoda pass in Empire. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, he's done pitch meetings, all of these different ones, and then sometimes he just puts them all together in one big grouping. So I'll have to find out.
What's next, Jeff?
The next poll, here it is: Rocky 3 versus Aliens.
Oh,
that's tough.
Clubber Lang versus Game Over.
Oh, shit. Nice, very good. Eye of the Tiger versus Game Over.
Yeah, you gotta go with Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, or do you?
Really? Or do you?
I mean, I saw Alien. I'm not a big Alien guy. It was a good movie.
Well, the sequel was much more action packed than the first one.
Yeah, it was. It's Christine's favorite of those.
With the Marines.
Wait, this is Aliens.
Yes.
Alien.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Alien was in the 70s, actually.
Yeah, this has Chet.
Right. I think I saw Aliens. I don't remember.
This is the one with Paul Reiser.
Rocky 3 I've seen a bunch.
God, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Yeah.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah, Clubber Lang and Thunder Lips.
Is there anything else to say? Clubber Lang.
Pretty close.
The ultimate male.
Spaceballs is
ultimate meatball.
Spaceballs is Stu's favorite movie.
Hey, what is that in reference to? Oh, that's the dog. Yeah, Piper. That's so weird because Piper came up today, and Piper was what in rock and roll, JD?
Piper in rock and roll.
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over. I think I have that.
Speaking of game over,
I don't know. I'm not thinking straight.
And the winner is
that vote.
that was close.
Aliens.
Aliens 51.
Wow.
All that.
Wait a minute.
We're not
Poor
getting
Rock.
out of here, man. We're not getting out of here. Don't you understand it, man? This is it. Game's over, man.
I don't know what you were getting at, Pete.
Gotta love the production.
With the
Piper was, and it actually has a tie to Ringo Starr now too. Piper was the band that Billy Squier was in before going solo.
Oh,
and they did some songs in Piper. They did 2 albums, and they did songs in Piper that he put on his first solo record.
That is good trivia that I did not know.
There you go. And now you are already home.
The more
I
you
agree, Salvatore. That was sad.
Yeah. I
All
was
right,
sad to see Rocky 3 go down for the count.
All right, here we go. Next one. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Big.
That's
easy for me, but great.
Geez whiz. You know, I'm amazed I didn't look at these on the screen and get that. Aliens over Rocky 3.
I'm with you right there,
bullshit. Okay,
Yeah,
Mike.
So am I. Like,
I'll say this: I absolutely love Rocky 3, but I think Aliens is awesome too. So it's like either way.
I know, right? You're like, all right.
There's not a movie on this 32 that I wouldn't sit down and watch right now. So
correct.
What about the Wizard?
Ferris, Salvatore says.
There's only 2 on this movie that I've never seen, and that's The Wizard and To Live and Die in L.A.
Oh, jeez.
The Wizard is fantastic.
The Wizard is The Wizard. I've seen it.
And he approves.
Live and Die in LA. I think I saw it years and years and years ago, but I don't really remember it at all. Other than that, everything is really familiar.
Okay. Oh man. I just like the new I like that whole new take on Ferris Bueller where, you know, is it real or is it all a part of the delusional Cameron's mind game because he's sick? Because there's no way they could have done all that stuff in one day in Chicago.
Michael Hayes hit the nail on the head about The Wizard right there. It's not a movie; it's a 2-hour Nintendo commercial. And
Yeah.
And that's what made it great.
8 seconds.
Is it true that the Power Glove? Did I have that right? Was the Power Glove in that? Yeah. We were just talking about the Power Glove at work at school today. Well, which is work for me. What does Matthew Broderick and Vince Neil have in common?
They went off.
It went off?
Yeah. Sorry, it was really low for some reason. Oh,
Matthew Broderick and Vince
Matthew
Neil.
Broderick and Vince Neil. Did they both sleep with Sarah Jessica Parker?
It's possible.
She doesn't seem like Vince's
Matthew
type.
Broderick and Vince Neil.
Big block. Perfect.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Put it this way:
Big
if
block.
Beulah the Ballbreaker had the Power Glove, it would have been a totally different movie for Pee Wee.
Pete's trying to get put in a timeout.
Oh,
that scene in the principal's office. Well, we can get a police sketch artist.
That is very true, JWG. That's a sad fact, but it is true. Forgot about that.
Oh, I've forgotten about the car chase scene.
Wait,
Man.
Salvatore, the best car chase ever. You mean better than Bullet? Better than
French Connection?
French Connection?
Ooh, Lance!
Better than Blues Brothers?
Blues Brothers had an
Brothers.
epic car chase.
Blues Brothers. Yeah.
And
That's
speaking
my
of
favorite.
Blues
That's
Brothers,
But that's not even a car chase. That's so over the top silly, but it's awesome.
and they're in the next bowl here. We got Blues Brothers.
Did you see the sequel to Blues Brothers? That
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't. I went into it thinking nothing, and
really,
it was better than I thought.
Spinal Tap was on the list, yes, and it lost because
Pete
it
got
went up
the timer
against.
ready. I'm ready to hit it.
It's on. Yep.
Oh, I didn't hit it yet.
John Popper played a pretty funny role from Blues Traveler in that he just kept on just randomly showing up.
It's on.
There you go.
Where is it? Oh,
Blues Brothers
It's not
versus The
available.
Natural.
And those are both
man, I love The
incredible
Natural.
movies.
Mm.
But
It's
there's
gotta
one
be
that I just
good
could never
movies.
stop watching.
Right.
Which one?
Oh,
He-
Blues Brothers. I mean,
Yeah.
I could if it's on right now. I could sit there for 2 hours, watch every minute of it, listen to the music.
Squires has a new song
Hey,
out?
you know what? Did you
Yeah.
mention Field of Dreams? That didn't make it on here, did it?
No, it didn't. It's
Didn't
not.
make it.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
But was it
it
on
in the
that?
80s?
Did anybody else vote for it?
Yes,
I don't think.
I did.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So how many did it take to make it on here? 3?
Well, it would have taken a
DJ
combination of
knows.
points, right?
It's
With
11 lists, and we said 200 movies,
Yeah.
About 180 something.
180.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not...
The Natural was good. It wasn't. It was really good, but it wasn't really a baseball. I mean, I guess it was.
What?
It was a lot of things. It was a lot of things.
Yeah. It was
Not
a
just
lot
a
of
baseball
things,
movie.
but it was
Yeah,
it was an incredibly good movie.
It was.
But
Field
if
of
you're in the
Dreams, I would
cameos,
say-
though, Blue Brothers is pretty cool.
Blues
Yeah.
Brothers was just entertainment top to bottom.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
geez.
still
You had to have at least
Pilots of
41
Chicago.
points.
I
Have
enjoy
a
that
pack of
movie.
cigarettes.
I enjoy
Full
that
tank of
movie
gas.
anytime I turn it on.
It's dark, and we're wearing.
Oh
some-
yeah.
And
Hit it.
Carrie Fisher with a machine gun.
It's
Yes.
sharp. Oh yeah, with the Peter gun in the background.
The Natural.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, there it is.
Natural. It's my second favorite baseball movie of all time.
What? The Natural?
And it got its
Yep.
ass kicked.
What's your first? What's your first?
Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I should have guessed that because
that was
movie.
the first R-rated movie I saw.
What about Mr. Baseball?
No.
I like Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck. I thought it was
I
great.
remember that. Oh, Field of Dreams to me that's Field of Dreams is amazing, but that's more than a baseball movie though.
Major League. Mike
Ah.
says Major League is the greatest baseball movie ever.
Oh, actually, wait,
Yeah,
was
that's
Major
the
League
bit
in the
outside.
80s
Yeah.
or was it 90s?
Exactly. That wouldn't have been out of some parks. Name one. Yellowstone.
Ooh, 8
Was-
Men Out.
Was Major League in the 80s or 90s?
80s.
I think it was 80s.
It was 80s. Wow.
Yeah, because he read it on the list earlier.
Oh, did he? Eight
Yeah.
Men Out was great too.
Yeah.
I didn't check any of these.
Oh, I
There
think
might
it
be a
was on
movie
my
that's-
list. Here's a baseball movie that was on my list and nobody else's, I believe, is Long Gone.
Never heard
I've
of
talked
that.
about it on here before. We've talked about it with William Peterson as Stud Cantrell and Virginia Madsen as Dixie Lee Box, Girl Nut Roaster.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, Angels in the Outfield. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike
that's
saying
cool.
1989 was Field of Dreams, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Angels in the Outfield.
that's
So
a good
no
movie.
sports-
It really is.
Well, I guess Rocky was the only like sports movie that made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
The Natural was on here.
The Wiz from the 70s is better than the Wiz. Nice.
Kind of sports
Nice.
movies. Caddyshack. Do you call that a sports movie?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, yes.
Yeah. Die
would-
Hard is a Christmas movie, and
Yeah.
Caddyshack is a sports movie.
No, Caddyshack is yeah. I mean, just like Slapshot. I mean, it's kind of like the golf version of Slapshot, sort of.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Airplane versus Princess Bride.
Oh
That's
man, that's a tough one.
That's
Ah.
easy for me. But I love Princess
Pick the
Bride.
wrong
but
week to stop sniffing glue.
Airplane any day of the week. That movie, Airplane and Airplane 2. I love. I thought Airplane 2 was awesome with William Shatner.
I'm eager to know
Yeah, I
what
like
Jeff
it, too.
would say about that one.
Who?
Which one?
This one.
Oh, Airplane all the way.
The Sandlot. True, Mama C. That's the
Yeah,
90s.
Sandlot was
No.
great.
Yeah. What was the one with the kid who pitched for the Cubs?
Rookie of the year.
Oh,
Rookie of the Year. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
like that.
Rookie of the
That's
Year,
90s,
yeah.
But that was a good movie too. Baseball.
yeah. They're
yeah. Well, here you go. Shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
Mm.
Do you like movies about gladiators?
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
Barbara
Yeah, they-
Billingsley is the translator for the jive.
Oh, that was amazing. That was absolutely
I speak
amazing.
jive.
That whole movie was just so. I mean,
You'll hang a loose, blood. You come back with the medicine.
that movie I could see over and over and over again.
Thank you, PJ. Thank you. I missed your comment.
I'm gonna look
So
up that
help
movie.
me. If
Papa
Princess Bride wins,
Princess Bride was good, but Airplane is just. Epic.
Listen,
there's a white sail at Penny.
Golly.
no,
Aren't they?
Stop calling me Shirley.
Princess Bride?
See what you can make out of this. Oh, I can make a hat or a brooch or a pterodactyl.
Airplane advances.
so we're almost down to this is the last one of the first round, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yes, Connor. Yes, it is.
Will the wizard be the Cinderella story? Out of nowhere.
I think Back to the Future has to win.
If it is, I will poop myself
I
right
think
here.
Back to the Future.
This is going to be a bloodbath here.
Back to the Future. Ferris Bueller.
Yeah,
or Blues
inconceivable.
Brothers.
Right on, JWD.
Over under.
That's
What's your
right.
vector, Victor?
Your Victor.
All right, here we go.
bullshit.
Ghostbusters versus the Wizard.
It's getting
Here we go.
nasty.
Oh, that's easy.
It's
That's
getting
easy for me.
nasty. Oh, dudes. I almost rushed it and chose the wrong thing. Oh, good Lord.
We're having a brief pause. Brief pause after this round, so I can obtain refreshments.
Intermission.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Pause
same
for the
thing, Pete.
cause.
I wish I had your
I think-
Dancing Girls video we could play.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be great. That'd be great intermission.
It was better than the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah,
The Wizard's better than the Super Bowl halftime show.
Didn't watch 1 second of the
lying.
Super Bowl.
I ain't lying.
I heard Nuno Betancourt was on screen for all of about 2 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with Rihanna.
Yeah.
It was funny because the guitar like Facebook pages and stuff like that were like,
Yeah.
Nuno made it on to the Super Bowl for 2 seconds, and they showed it like 2 frames. And they're like, that's a new guitar. all the guitar nerds were like,
Oh, shoot.
looking at this 2 frames of video.
Brief pause equals pee break. It's kind of like when I used to put on Don McLean. You know, you have certain 4-minute to 5-minute songs that you put on as a DJ.
There it
so you
is.
can,
That's
so
it.
you can pee, but you put on American Pie if you got to poop.
Wait, did you say Don McLean or John McLean?
Don McLean.
Okay, I thought you said John McClane, and I'm like, that would actually be really funny to have John McClane singing it. Anyway,
All right, there we are.
I think you should have at least seen the movie to vote for it.
well, I did.
No.
I saw Ghostbusters, and I voted for that.
Ghostbusters.
We're going to take a short break.
Ghostbusters
Very short.
advances.
Very
I
short.
remember seeing a thing Dan Aykroyd was interviewed, and I guess the character of Slimer was a nod to John Belushi.
Belushi, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that was on that Movies That Made Us or something like that.
The opposite of taking a piss. So here we'll just have a little.
What are we listening to, Stu?
This is called Into Space. It's
This is the
one of our DJ choices for the evening from the free background music
Oh,
selection
okay.
from StreamYard. Thank
That
you for
works
joining
for
us tonight.
that works for a Jeopardy theme kind of deal.
Or if you want to have goofy sex.
I think you need more bass for that.
And you need you need more wah, like more waka. The waka waka waka.
Waka waka wow. And more saxophone. Oh, here you go. Walk Like a Man. How? Yeah, that's right.
There were no adult movies that made it into this list.
No. 8 minutes, quality deuce. That's right. Amen to that, Mike. That's true. That's my buddy Mike from Steel City, and from Love in Chains as well. Yeah.
Slow ride.
All right, that's enough of that shit. I need something else. How about this?
Break out Freebird.
I should ask Mike if it's okay if I play some Steel City stuff. Yeah, Jeff failed to give us the Dancing Girls. Maybe I can find them here. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it.
Wait, can somebody please explain that Salvatore's yawn emoticon got censored?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it did. I had to hit approve, but it was like it's just an an emoji. What the hell?
Wow. Papa Pete. Let's see here. What do we got here?
The laugh of a Bond villain.
Oh, where the hell is it? I don't know.
Hey, did anybody have any Bond movies?
Did you say Bone movies?
Bond.
Oh,
No.
Bond movies.
No Bone movies.
No Bone movies. Anybody know what that is besides me and JD?
I heard that on Sirius XM.
Oh, that's cool. That's well, I guess there goes the no whiny bitch in Pete's chair rule. No whiny bitches in my chair. That rule is out the door.
Logo.
JWD, I have no idea what that means.
Nice logo, though. Finally seeing the light. The Rise of Skywalker fan club.
All right, that's it for Pete.
That's it for Pete.
Let's see, where are we at on this?
I can be offensive. Well, I love him too. It's just we don't hang out because he's a whiny bitch.
Yeah, why doesn't YouTube
Jeff,
have a like button for chat entries?
I don't know. Huh.
I also wish you could tag people on the mobile apps. So like if you want to chat and mention somebody, like on the desktop it works, but on mobile you have to type out the whole thing. So like I can just type like at Papa and it'll fill it in for me.
I'm afraid Pete's gonna come back on and there won't be any clothes on Kylo Ren.
Can we have Mama C go check on Pete?
Where are the dancing girls, Jeff? Where is that video?
I don't have any.
I know. I was like, I couldn't find it.
No, only Pete's got that. Pete's back.
And he's got his clothes on.
Ain't nobody want to see that.
Well,
you sure about that? Oh,
Alien beer.
That's my beer right there.
All right, here we go.
Hey,
Pete's
good.
back. All right, everyone, heads up. Here comes the poll.
Power up time.
Pete, you ready? Last Crusade versus Terminator.
Oh. Where's my, we should have, oh, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to do it. And we'll have them for next time.
Caligula.
Oh man,
This is fairly close here.
Yeah.
None more white. Biggest budgeted movies in its time. Star-studded, but they put in hardcore after the fact, which made it infamous.
Terminator's trying to rally on this one.
Ah, Saboteur. Yeah, there you go. The adult beverage
man.
emoji.
Uh-oh, 50-50, look out.
Caligula Jackson. I think I know her.
Terminator by a nose.
Oh, man.
no.
What?
That's surprising.
You're shitting me.
Tied.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's tied?
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Down goes
That's-
Indy.
That's gonna cause some shit in the chat, I bet.
Mm.
Ah, look at that. It's X-rated.
Wow.
Ooh.
There's your adult film.
That's sad.
Oh, Mama C, I think you're talking for all of us there. Yeah, definitely Saboteur.
We play hardball here.
We do. We don't mess around.
Look at this
Life is-
next one here.
Life is hard sometimes.
Caddyshack versus Blues Brothers.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's
Got
an
timer,
easy one.
Pete?
That's an easy
Timer
one.
is
but
ready.
I love Blues Brothers, but I'm gonna go Caddyshack.
I'm going Blues Brothers.
I love Caddyshack, but there is no way it competes with
Oh
Blues.
shit!
Yeah.
This one's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
Does anybody have meatballs?
I spent more time listening to the Blues Brothers album than
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I have it on
watching
vinyl.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Tied right now. 22 votes. rather.
Wow, and that's what the last one finished at.
Yes.
At 22?
We're
Uh-oh.
just- Well, wait. What
Yeah,
happens?
29.
What happens if the last one is a tie? We have nothing.
Co-winners or co-losers.
Well, I don't know.
If
I mean,
the
that
third
could
one
conceivably
was a
happen.
tiebreaker, it would
Will
have to be the
history be
five of us.
made?
From
Oh,
the
Blues
bottom
Brothers
to the
up
top is
by a
Jeff
vote.
and Stu would have to go last.
So you want us to hold off?
No.
Nah, just keep
No,
No, in the
oh,
end.
And then if it's a tiebreaker, it's just between our votes.
Okay.
But we just
This
verbally
is
do
going
it.
down too.
Oh, this is close. Got 25 votes in.
Oh, 25 and now though that's good because there's 22 and there's 22 in the last one when they get tied. So
Yeah. 31
I
in
say
chat.
just flip a coin.
Vote.
So what'd you say we do? The five of us then do a separate vote?
that's it.
In the end, maybe.
Yeah, if
And
the
the
very
winner.
last one is a tie, then we should just go like
The
our votes go down to the
Blues
tie.
Brothers.
And then we go to the bottom and JD, Lance, me, and then you two.
Are there
Stu and
delegates?
you.
Are there delegates?
So wait, you said we would have done that if this would have been a tie?
No, the
No,
end.
no, the last one.
Last
But
one.
that would be a good
Yeah.
way
Oh,
to
the
decide on the very
last one.
final. If there's five of us, an odd number. Let's say one is tied. In the future, in a poll, if it's a tie, then we can write down in this our five votes. That
I
make
like
the
that.
determination.
I like that.
We'll do that next time.
There's
Yeah.
too many good things that end up getting dropped.
Sure. But I would recommend that we just say if it gets to the very last two and
To
it's a
last.
tie, that's what we're gonna do, and we'll probably do that for ties from now on. Just the old time. What do we do? Flip a coin? That was just
Yeah.
not good. It was. That's not flip a coin.
That was poorly received.
Wow, Blues Brothers. Okay.
Blues gets a bye
Part of it was when we had
to
a
the
tie.
final four.
When there was a tie, we were all like, whoops, we forgot to think about that.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, Blues Brothers is in the final four.
Yeah,
That's
losing
right.
the final four.
As it should be.
I agree, 100%.
I don't know. I still Caddyshack.
Really, that surprises
Wow.
me, Stu.
I love Caddyshack, but Blues Brothers is just one step above.
Yeah, maybe I'll just make that a double feature that I do soon.
That would be an awesome double feature.
Yeah,
I mean, I really love both those movies, but
yeah,
I don't know,
absolutely.
it's
Well, it's my understanding they got in huge trouble when they drove through the mall because they did a lot more damage than they said they were going to.
I love the Frank Oz cameo.
Yeah. One prophylactic soil.
All right, here we go.
That
Empire
mall scene
Strikes
was
Back.
epic, though.
Empire Strikes Back versus Breakfast Club.
Wow.
Ouch.
My mom took me to see the Blues Brothers. I was 12.
Oh, that's really cool.
Your mom kicks ass.
Yep. I saw the Blues
There's-
Brothers with my parents.
Only one way to go with that one.
Man,
I agree, JWD.
tough. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I've never seen the second one.
I've
Didn't
tried.
seem like it was worth watching.
It
I've
has
tried.
moments, but
You know it's bad
it
when
goes
Pete
crazy.
said, I tried.
Really?
Well,
You didn't? Oh, I love Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is good.
Oh,
No,
what
we're
were you?
No,
talking
we're talking about Blues,
Blues
Brothers
Brothers
2000.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
I saw Blues Brothers 2000 on videotape.
Breakfast Club was kind of interesting because we just, as a family, we went up and saw it. They had a 25th anniversary.
Very cool,
movie,
Rap.
something like that. We went to the
Nice.
theater to saw it here within the last 2 years.
So Malls will
It's
pay
a
you
great
to
movie,
drive a
great soundtrack.
Hey, traffic is traffic.
Great
That's about
movie,
it, Rob. That's
great
about
movie,
it. man.
great soundtrack, great ensemble cast.
Yeah, true.
Oh wow, we could have two Star Wars movies going head to head if Jedi wins.
Wow, that's easy for me.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that's easy. I hope that happens. I hope it's that and not like
There it is.
not like Wrath of Khan versus Back to the Future or something. Like
72%.
Ooh, man.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, or in Pete's case with the MASH love, the Empire Strikes Bach.
If Empire Strikes Back would have lost, it would have been Empire.
Bach.
If Empire Strikes Back would have lost, it would have been Empire Strikes Out.
Wow.
All right, Pete, you ready?
Thank you very much.
Here's the
Ready.
next poll: Return to the Jedi and Airplane.
That's easy for me.
Me
Airplane.
too. Not the exact opposite.
Really?
Oh God, Return of the Jedi. Oh yeah, I love Airplane, but it's not.
Oh,
me.
Airplane is
Me,
the most
just
like
me.
quotable. For me, Airplane is just like one of the most quotable movies. It's one of the most like, it's one of those the biggest movies that people just like, just I don't know.
Yeah. Unlike Spaceballs.
I think this has a potential to be a double knockout.
Yeah. That,
Oh, it's
that-
tied now.
I think it'd be more interesting if we get a double knockout on Empire Strikes Back and Jedi.
Yes. Me too.
Oh, wow.
But Blues Brothers in the final.
Yeah. Well, this would be sad if these both got knocked out.
Well, we got 32 seconds.
So tie with 24 votes.
24 votes in.
All
31
I've
in
got to
chat.
say is we're doing great on time. Look at that. We are right on track.
A lot better than our first one.
Uh-oh.
4 hours
Airplane.
long.
Yes. Yes.
Double knockout in the final two. We all win. Oh, man.
There it is.
Hmm.
Jedi was a sequel. Airplane was a phenomenon.
Airplane takes it. How about that?
Nice.
Wow.
I'm down with
Nice.
that.
Listen, by one vote.
That's crazy.
Airplane makes it.
Crazy.
Hey, George Games, what's going on?
Hey, George.
Hey. Were any of you guys into the disaster films much?
Like what? Like airport?
Oh, like earthquake, airport movies.
Oh yeah, I saw all the
The
airport
Towering
movies.
Inferno,
Yeah.
Poseidon Adventure.
Yep. Saw all
Megaforce.
those. Saw all those. I'll tell you though that those airport movies like really impacted my love of flying. Like as a kid, like I really loved flying, and then I saw like what was it, Airport 77, and 79, and then well, I don't want to get too dark, but like in DC we had the Air Florida crash, and that was grim on a number of levels.
Wow.
But like but it was just like, man, that those were like too real.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Pete,
look
ready?
at that.
Aliens versus Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's easy for me.
Sigourney Weaver movies, huh?
Very
Nice.
good.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, really good call. It's got to be Ghostbusters for me. Easy.
Soon. Chance of watching Jedi again? 0. That's a good one. Oh, man.
I can't. I don't even remember how many times I've seen Airplane 1 and 2.
Rab.
At least 10 times.
It's a romance. Ace Hunter and his love for gold butt spandex poses.
I still can't believe Fast Times is off the list. Is off.
No.
That was the first one to get knocked out.
I know. That's something wrong with that. It's just fixed.
Now, the other romantic part about Megaforce 2, Rab, is that, you know, that ending part where that guy's watching porn as Ace Hunter makes his way into the plane. I tell you, that look on that guy's face, that is pure porn look. That's it.
Well, it's a blowout here.
It's just, I don't know if he's watching it or actually making it. She wins either way. Silkwood, one of the most acclaimed films, got snubbed harder than Boston for the Rock Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Wait, is Boston still not in that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I'm going to have to go with a yes on that.
That is so criminal.
It's stupid. That's why I don't even talk about the place.
No, I don't care about it, but still, it's like, come on.
Well, and that's my point.
Yeah.
All right, Ghostbusters takes it.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, there we go. Oh, and Raiders of the Lost Ark cruises through.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be a nice vote. Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Ghostbusters.
That's going to be tough. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a better movie, but Ghostbusters is just so classic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a better produced movie. The effects were better, but
should change its name to what? Distracted. What do you think?
I think it should just be the Music Hall of Fame.
Those dudes are all tree hugging hippies. Yes.
It should just be the Music Hall. No Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because hasn't been rock and roll for years. It's just Music Hall of Fame.
All right, next poll: Star Trek 2 versus Ferris Bueller.
Oh man!
Winner goes to the Final Four.
That's tough. I know it's going to be something like Back to the Future. It's going to be something like Back to the Future versus Ferris Bueller, and I'm just going to like stab myself on camera.
Bueller.
I had to go with Ferris Bueller, but
it's close.
The first thing is the number 2 pick overall, Top Gun, lost in the very first round.
And you just said number 2.
Man.
Uh-oh.
22 votes in. Star Trek 2 is winning.
Yeah, Music Hall of Fame is in Nashville. Yeah.
You got 45 seconds here. I haven't voted yet, guys. I don't know.
Oh. Are you a
Ferris Bueller
tiebreaker?
is more fun.
I love the friggin'. I can't see the totals either. I love both these movies. I really do.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite Star Trek.
Showing 36 in chat. That's pretty cool.
Did you like the first Star Trek movie? Did anybody like?
I watched it and I liked it. I'd watch it again. I own it.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite? Oh God, no! It can be friggin' boring as places.
Correct, but it's interesting.
It's interesting, yeah.
It's a ruddy ball.
Done. Okay.
Man.
Confucius, a man who stay awake by propping lids up with toothpicks.
Well, if it's going to be down to Back
Star
to
Trek 2.
Star Trek.
I'm surprised at that, though. I really am.
I am too.
Ferris Bueller
I
is a
am not.
fantastic movie.
I'm not super surprised by that.
I am.
All right, so let's see where we at here. Well, we're just about done.
So we've got what? We've got 1, 2 comedies, 3 comedies. I can't see what's on the bottom over there with Empire. Airplane, 4 comedies, 2 space movies, and an action adventure with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And wait,
Pretty
Blues
cool.
Brothers too. Oh, I guess that's comedy.
Yeah, I counted that to comedy. 4 comedies, 2 space movies, and an action adventure.
Action.
All right, here we go. Back to the Future versus Star Trek 2.
That's easy for me.
God, this should be a blowout, shouldn't it?
It's easy for me too, frankly, but not the way you guys are thinking.
You're voting for Star Trek 2, Pete?
Oh my God, I'd watch
anything could happen.
Back to the Future's good, but I consider it pretty overrated. It's good.
To me, Back to the Future can do no wrong. I loved all 3 of those, but the first one is something special. And I love Star Trek. I mean, I probably actually like Star Trek better than Star Wars in general, but I love Star Wars too.
Yeah, that's a good call right there, Mike. Yep. Bandit 3 didn't make the cut. Okay, so never mind.
I don't think, did anybody see that?
Yep.
I didn't see the 3rd one.
Colleen Camp.
I think I did.
Was Burt Reynolds even in it?
No.
For a second.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Jerry Reed was the Bandit, right?
Yeah,
That
Jerry's the Bandit.
Speaking of Jerry Reed, I just watched Hot Stuff recently. Did I mention that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. That's interesting. That's the Plachette, isn't it?
Yeah. And Dom DeLuise and the gentleman from Electric Company.
Morgan Freeman? No, Luis.
No. Yeah, Luis.
Really?
I just wanted
that? That's cool.
Yeah. He was good. He's good. So George, I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if you were here or not. Check out Star One, Space Metal, and they have a song about that.
Alarm is off.
Sorry, Jeff.
I liked all the Star Treks with the original cast.
Friggin' Trekkies.
Star Trek is gone, so you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Oh man.
That's sad.
All right.
Just not here.
Yeah, I mean, Police Academy was great, but to me,
no Rhinestone.
If you're going to do Zucker Brothers, you got to do the Airplane.
Yeah, he was great in that.
Police Academy. But I loved Police Academy.
Yeah, I never was a big fan of that stuff.
What about Naked Gun? Didn't make it in.
Nope.
Yeah, right. He mentioned it in the list.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear.
And if we're talking about Zucker's Top Secret.
Ooh, that is a large collection.
And,
that's a lot.
Yeah, really, Lemon.
That's awesome.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
I don't think I have that many, but I have a lot. That's more like my CD collection.
Wow.
That's my CD collection.
Yeah, my vinyl collection.
Empire Strikes Back versus Airplane.
Lemon, I got to ask you, do you have in your collection the best little whorehouse in Texas?
Rambo, that's another good choice.
Who are you asking, Pete?
Lemon. 108 Dragons TV is Lemon from the Gamers United Guild. Who's got all the movies?
God, is Airplane going to get knocked out?
Ooh, this next vote's going to be interesting. Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Ghostbusters.
He's got Porky's out right on. I love good Canadian movie by Bob Clark.
Porky's was great. I actually want to see that again. Catherine wanted to see that for some reason.
We're gonna get a combination of a mashup between Porky's and the Wizard, where Beulah Ballbricker has the power glove. I gotta see that. 30 seconds.
Man.
Oh, nice. Right on, Roger. Forget JD is right into hockey movies too. So like we both talk hockey movies all the time. You like Youngbloods and what is it? You're Mystery Alaska, right?
Mystery Alaska was later.
Yeah, but that's a great movie. I mean,
I love that movie.
Great hockey movie. Yeah,
I absolutely love that movie. I mean, to me, Slapshot's still the best, but like Goon was really good. Have you seen Goon, Pete?
There you go, big.
Yes,
Goon's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, Connor and I get it. Oh, there
What
it
about
is.
Goon 2?
That wasn't bad.
Wow.
As far as sequels go, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't
Goon
bad.
2.
Connor and I
Kurt
sat here
Russell's
and watched the Goon one night. I had not seen it, so
Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt's in Goon 2.
yes, JWD. Bob Clark did do Black Christmas. That's right. I watched that within the last couple of years. That's really interesting to see. Way back, Margot Kidder in it.
The Rocket.
The Rocket is a great movie as well. Yeah, it's a Maurice Rocket Richard movie. It's called the Rocket. It's
I can't find it anywhere. I've been wanting to see it. Like I can't find it at all.
We'll see what we can do. I think I have a copy of it. Is all I have. It's not that easy to get.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
the Gordie Howe story, that was tough to get to.
All right, here we go. The last vote before the Final Four.
Oh, nice.
Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Ghostbusters.
Oh. Sigh.
Yeah, Rab made a point. We could have 2 movies in the Final Four with Dan Aykroyd.
Pretty appropriate.
We could have had multiple ones with Harrison Ford.
And Frank Oz right now.
And Harrison Ford.
Nice call.
Frank Oz right now.
That's true.
That's right. Well, it doesn't matter what happens. Frank Oz is going to have a movie in the finals.
Yes.
Joey vibes. What's up, Joey? Terminator 5 times. Mono, stereo, Pro Logic, then remaster. Wow.
Pete, have you seen the Don Cherry movies yet?
I've not. I have not. I don't. Jared Kiso in them? No, I've not seen them.
He's really good. The first one's awesome. The second one's pretty good too, but the first one's great.
Dan Aykroyd was not in Raiders. He was in the Temple of Doom.
What?
I don't even remember that.
Dan Aykroyd was in Temple of Doom. He had a uncredited part. He was the guy that they met at the airport just before they get on the plane. That was what, Shell Cheese Airlines or whatever.
Is that right?
He was the British accented guy who met them. And
I didn't remember that.
Mr. Jones, right here. We'll get you on a perfect flight to wherever you need to go. And then they rushed around it. Barely even showed him, but that was Dan Aykroyd.
Did not.
All right. Raiders wins.
That's a good piece of trivia there, Pete.
Can you imagine if we got a Contra movie in the 80s, Stallone and Schwarzenegger?
Really?
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Could have had a Double Dragon movie with Schwarzenegger called Bimmy and Jimmy. Nobody gets that.
I got it beat.
Well, either way, it'd be better than that Prison Break movie.
I don't know if. Well, yeah. I mean, I like those.
Oh
boy!
Did any of you guys see Outland?
Yeah, I love that movie.
With Sean Connery. That was really good.
That's another. They have High Moon is the name of the song on that Star One space metal album about that movie.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm telling you, if you haven't heard that freaking album, you need to.
All right, Blues Brothers versus Empire Strikes Back.
Oh boy! For me. I'm gonna lose, but
you're gonna lose your shoes.
Wow. What? Well, it's jumping around all over the place.
Yeah, I know, right?
I bet Empire is going to win, but to me, Blues Brothers still.
Anything can happen.
Just think about what movie, if you had to sit down, had to sit down and watch one of those 2 movies right now, which one would you rather sit down and watch?
Blues Brothers, easy. And I loved Empire Strikes Back.
I've been kind of running that thought through my head as I've been voting too.
It's just like there's just so much in Blues Brothers musically, guest appearances. Yeah, I mean that just has everything.
Yeah, super tough.
It takes just 2 choices. Flip a coin, and when you get it, if you're upset, you made the wrong. You know which one you actually preferred, and if you're happy, you got the right one.
Ah, good call. That's a good point. Yeah.
Give this one just a little bit more time. 23 votes? There's only 23 votes in?
24 now.
Hey, has anybody else watching Last of Us? I've been mentioning it. I didn't know if
we're the first 2 episodes in.
Mama C and I've been talking about when we have to sit down and watch it soon.
Yeah,
Catherine loves it. She's been trying to get me to watch it, but it's like that's not what you want to watch when you got COVID. Like you don't want to watch a movie about pandemic.
Yeah, I know, right?
What time we got here, Pete?
Ooh,
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Kurt says Empire Strikes Back is the best movie of the 80s.
Well, let's see if that holds true.
Might win this.
And the Black Hole, I bought that. I have that on.
The Black Hole is not. I loved seeing that movie in its time, but it's a terrible movie.
I agree.
They were supposed to remake it.
They were, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was very interested because I can remember being sort of in the theaters and having toys, and there it is, toys and cereal and stuff when I was like 10.
When it is.
Yeah. Wow, there we go.
Blues Brothers gone. That's sad.
And I watched it on Disney Plus here not a year ago or so ago. And it's like it's a pretty hard thing to get through.
I was tempted because when I was watching, I just saw Tron Legacy finally recently.
Oh yeah.
I liked it. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it. And then
I didn't hate it. I just didn't like it as much.
I was in the recommended movies and Black Hole, and I almost clicked on it to watch it, but I just remember.
I need to watch it because I bought it recently.
I enjoyed Tron Legacy. I did.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
A lot more than I thought I would. I mean, considering the negative reviews it got, I mean.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back to the Future versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wow, that's
Wait a minute. Did War Games didn't make it on here? How did War Games not make it?
No, it was on the list though. He read it earlier.
It had votes.
That surprises me.
I don't even want to know how this one's going.
This is an easy one for me.
I figured I was down
every time for me.
3 out of the 4 movies. I'd be very happy if they won.
I'm just glad Back to the Future did not go up against Blues Brothers or something like that. Like that would have just put me under.
Yeah, I might. That would be another good double feature someday. Is just to watch both of the Tron movies.
We watched one of the holidays recently. We watched a marathon of the.
That's how I read it the first time too.
We watched Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 in a row, and that was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
And we did that a while back too.
I forgot how good Back to the Future 3 was. Like that one, a lot of people forgot.
I like that a little bit better than Back to the Future 2.
I do too, but I didn't think I did until we saw it again because it had been many years. That was
we did the same thing last year. We watched all 3.
Yeah, the 3 was the one that I never really. I didn't watch it as many times as the first 2.
Yeah, I don't think that Back to the Future 3 is as good as Last Crusade, but it definitely is that way for me. I liked 1 and 3. 2 is really campy, and I still like it.
Yeah,
a
Pete,
lot.
What's the time?
But
4.
I say we call it
3.
With
2,
Back to the Future ahead. Let's call it before something happens.
By 1 vote, it looks like.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh my God, Pete's already rolling. The go.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's done now.
What the hell's up with that?
Oh.
All right. Well, here we go. We've got.
I predicted this one, and I think it's going to come true.
We've got the number 1 seed versus the number 3. Pretty good.
Whoa, there was someone that took Back to the Future video game footage and made Back to the Future 4 and 5 and posted it on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'll have to check that out.
There were a lot of rumors swirling.
Nice thought. That's a good thought.
All right, we ready for the big final?
right, here we go. Back to the Future versus Empire Strikes Back. This is it.
Sorry, I should have.
This is all the marbles. This one
for the championship.
Easy. Oh my! How is this possible? Oh God! I would easily take Back to the Future over Empire Strikes Back any day of the week.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yep, me too. And I mean, to me, like Star Wars, New Hope is still the best out of the three of the first generation to me. But that's in the 70s, so
22 votes in.
Oh man. I'm actually pretty surprised.
Where's our votes? We got 30 people. We only got 22 votes.
All right, well, you people are holding off.
Wait, yeah, I mean that's a tough one.
Wow, Empire Strikes Back's got a big old lead though.
I know that's surprising. Yeah. I thought it'd be a lot closer.
You know, with Empire, did you guys ever see the bad lip reading video from Empire? Seagulls.
Yes.
Stop it. The seagulls with Yoda.
Yep. It's good.
That's it.
Oh damn!
Ding.
I predicted a different outcome. I predicted Back to the Future.
And the sequel takes it.
Wow.
Wow. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too.
I'm happy. I'm surprised.
There you go. Empire Strikes Back takes the bracket.
Bad lip reading is tight.
Well, that was interesting. And we were we were pretty good on time. 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So
wow.
All right, well, there you have it.
And the crowd goes wild.
What are each of your one movie that you could have picked that didn't make it into the bracket at all that you'd like to put in it?
It's a good question.
Didn't make it at all.
If there was one movie that you could have picked of the ones that you picked in your list that didn't make the bracket at all, what would it have been?
War Games.
War Games, that's a good pick.
Yeah. I mean, I love Youngblood, but War Games.
What you, Lance?
Lost Boys, that's a good one, Joey. That would be one that I...
Yeah, Lost Boys was on my list.
Yeah.
Pretty in pink for Chrissy. What did you say, Lance? I didn't hear what you said.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams?
Field of Dreams. Oh, dude, I just did that. I just watched Billy Jack.
Oh, also Better Off Dead. Like, there were no John Cusack movies. How do you have an 80s list with no John Cusack movies? I guess he was in 16 Candles, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of them weren't listed, Jeff read off at the beginning, say anything.
We could do that. Yeah. We could take that list and take the next 32 and do a bracket.
I still think there should be a part 2.
I was surprised when Jeff said "say anything" quite early in his list. That what?
Make it. Yeah, I mean that's and it's weird because what wins out for me is the Van Halen hamburger scene for Better Off Dead. But Say Anything, I mean, I think is a better movie, but it's just like nostalgia wise for me, Better Off Dead. But yeah, I mean, that was on my list. Say Anything was on my list too.
Yeah.
What was it? There was Better Off Dead, One Crazy Summer.
Yep. Say Anything.
Yeah, and Say Anything. Was there? I thought there was one other, but maybe not.
Maybe not in the 80s. Like he did a lot of stuff crossed over into the 90s.
Yeah, like High Fidelity and.
Oh, that's a fantastic movie.
That is a good flick.
That's one of my favorites.
Willow. There you go.
Yeah, well, Willow was listed. Jeff, I had it on my list. Willow.
And Transformers was on the list as also the G.I. Joe movie.
There were there was 180 over 180 movies that were narrowed down to 32.
Yeah, crazy.
Stand By Me didn't make it.
Summer Rental.
Was Stand By Me even on the list? I don't remember reading that one.
Yeah, it was on my list. It was definitely on my list.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, I didn't hear it.
Predator is a great choice.
Well, my highest ranked movie that didn't make it at all was Naked Gun.
Yeah, that surprises me. I mean, that
that
was a great one.
I had UHF ranked number 2.
There's certain movies to me that just say like 80s, like when I think Back to the Future, I just instantly think 80s. Ferris Bueller, 80s. You know,
Scarface made it into the list, but didn't make it to the main list. Rain Man was on the list as well.
What about Risky
one movie
Business?
didn't even make it out of the bracket.
Nobody else had Risky
Business.
Nobody else had Risky Business. That was fantastic.
That was one of the ones that didn't make it.
Yeah. But did anybody else have it?
It was like 150 movies that didn't make the cut.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. I almost put it on my list, but then I was like,
I remember you saying Risky Business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many votes I got. I'm looking here. Got 23 votes. So it might have just been you, JD.
Yeah, I mean, Pee Wee Herman. That was Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I mean, there's so many movies, so many styles of movies. Like again, for me, The Big Brawl was a great movie.
You know what's funny is most of these were kind of comedy. I mean, overall, even the space movies had a lot of comedy in them, and that seems to be like kind of one of those for me anyway. Most of the movies that I like are comedy, have elements of comedy or are comedies.
Yeah,
like comedy, action, comedy.
Beverly Hills Cop ranked 20th.
God, I mean,
but RoboCop. Yeah, there was one vote for Amazon Women on the Moon.
That was a great movie. I forgot all about that.
Did Batman even get a vote? I'm not sure if I even read that.
That was on one of my lists, but it's just not in my top. It was great. The Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
16 Candles didn't make, or it did. It was there it's right there, number 13, and it tied Beverly Hills Cop. So they both got knocked out.
That was my number one movie too. 16 Candles.
Oh wow,
that's great.
Really?
I love it.
That's not my favorite, but it is in my top.
Long Duck Dong.
Porky's, yeah.
What's happening, Hot Stuff?
Oh, what's that happening, Hot Stuff?
Yeah, no more Yankee man.
Of course, same actor, of course, did one of my favorite movies, UHF.
That was a good movie.
Stupid! You're so stupid! Wheel of Fish. Oh, red snapper. Very tasty.
Oh, man.
I smell a t-shirt. Yeah, Die Hard was on the list. Untouchables, good movie.
You know, it would be kind of cool to do a movie theme bracket, like sports movies. Or or sci-fi movies, or
Yeah.
I have seen Joysticks. Yep, I think it's on it's on Tubi or something right now.
Joysticks. I remember Joysticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vacation was number 30.
It's number 30, so it did make the bracket.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to put Spring Break.
Oh,
Spring Break was decent.
It actually was, and it's funny because I lived down there for a little while, and I went there, and it was much different when I moved there.
EPES Joysticks on DVD.
That's dedication to a really interesting movie.
Yeah, War Games is.
I like to have it
in there.
Oh, Firestarter.
Glory was really good.
Glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I mean, like there were no like really serious movies. I mean, like Pete, we were talking about like Terms of Endearment or On Golden Pond or Shining was there at some point.
Yeah, it was listed. It wasn't. It was on my list. The Shining was.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's not one of my favorites, but I mean, I saw it again fairly recently, and it really held up.
Then get Full Metal Jacket on mine too, and I don't remember you even reading that off. And you know what? One that was very high, number 4 on my list, was Excalibur, and I don't remember you reading that off either, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I think you were the one that voted for it.
I was probably the only one. I had it way up, but
Kramer. Somebody said Kramer versus Kramer. That was the first naked woman I saw on the screen. And And I made sure the entire theater knew that, and my parents were completely embarrassed. I just remember going. The quote was literally everybody was silent, and I just go, "Oh my god!" and the whole theater just started laughing. My parents were mortified. That was that where he's like, the kid comes up to her and goes, "Do you like fried chicken?" And she's like standing there naked. So yeah.
Nice call, Roger, with Uncommon Valor.
Hilarious.
I think that was the last movie my parents took me to for a very long time.
I think my first one was Phantasm.
That had nudity in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, yeah, we'll be doing a bracket show again. Don't worry.
Oh, Bachelor Party was great. It was on one of my lists. Like,
Poltergeist, yeah.
Poltergeist was on. I don't think it was on my list. It was on my long list.
Oh, Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party was a great movie.
Yeah, good movie.
It was on. It got knocked off pretty early on my list. But
was it Bachelor Party Tom Hanks's first Oscar nomination?
What?
No, stop.
Phantasm.
And that's a tale of two careers right there, Papa Pete.
Phantasm.
That guy.
Really, that kind of my point. Yeah, exactly.
Volunteers, along the same line.
Oh yeah, Volunteers was good. Spies Like Us, I love that movie. And that
for every minute you don't talk, I cut off a finger.
I know Jeff mentioned Spies Like Us. Running Scared was good too. That was Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that voted for Spies Like Us.
Who did?
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it was just me, wasn't it?
I didn't.
I
had
voted
History
for
of the World
Spies
Part
Like Us.
1 on my list.
It's good to be the king.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah, that's mind-boggling. There's no Mel Brooks films, but
Phantasm 5 had more closure.
His best ones were in the 70s, though, right?
oh, I don't know. Well, I loved History of the World.
Oh, I agree 100%. And
Yeah, me
Spaceballs
too,
was fantastic, according to Stu, but
Well,
I
I enjoyed Spaceballs. I don't know if that's going to hold up as
It was
well.
a fantastic piece of shit.
Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles are just head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein is really good. That's amazing.
I think
I'm not a Blazing Saddles guy, but
next week, I think is the History of the World Part 2 series.
Oh, does that start up? Yeah.
Launches. Yeah.
Is that on Prime?
I gotta go back and look.
Moving
It's
Violations
have.
with Bill
I
Murray.
think it's actually. No, I think it's Hulu. I think it's Hulu.
I've never watched The Producers.
It's. Oh yeah, that's really good.
oh, that's good.
I think it's Hulu. It's Hulu in the U.S. It might be Crave in.
Gotcha. Yep, it will be Crave. And if it's Hulu, it's probably Crave here in Canada.
Crave or Disney. You guys get weird stuff on Disney that we don't get.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which producers are you talking about?
The one with Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Zero Mostel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was in one of my favorite comedy musicals? A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that movie.
I love that movie, Joey. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one of my all-time. I like most all the. I love Life of Brian, Meaning of Life, all those friggin' movies.
I was disappointed. Time Bandits.
Just a flesh wound. That's all.
Yeah. Time Bandits. I was surprised how well Time Bandits held up. We showed Catherine's son wanted to see it for whatever reason. And I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely in.
Yep.
And that movie just really held up.
Well, now, let me throw down on the, you mentioned about the black hole not being very good.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever seen Island at the Top of the World?
No.
See if that's on Disney. If it is, check it out. I thought it held up pretty well. Time after time. Nice call, Mike.
Malcolm McDowell in that? Is that the one?
Yes. And David Warner plays
Warner,
Jack the Ripper.
Right. That's right.
And why can't I say her name? She was in Back to the
Mary
Future 3.
Steenburgen.
Mary Steenburgen. She was in that.
Yeah.
Slumber Party Massacre. There you go.
I like the first one. It's just campy enough to be entertaining. Same as somebody, and it made the list. Somebody voted for Sleepaway Camp, which I do like. I didn't put it on my list, but somebody voted. That was on the list, wasn't it, Jeff?
It was. Yeah, it was definitely on the list. I remember that one.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
Yeah, Christine bought Time After Time for me for my birthday a few years ago. I have the book too. Silent Night, Deadly Night. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many movies. So many movies.
Yeah.
How are people watching this show? I'm looking on YouTube. I can't even find the show right now.
Oh, I got it on my phone.
Because
I've got it on my phone and the iPod.
I went to check my app and
iPad rather.
And it's as if the show was never on. Is that weird?
That is weird. That's so weird.
And I searched on YouTube and it doesn't even show up for me.
I think there's a period. Well, we haven't even turned it off yet, so you're still streaming. Where
I should see it available.
Yeah, and this is the reason, I think right here is one of the reasons that, I think it's great that we get a chance to throw these ideas out to you guys that are in the chat all the time. And so that you can voice in too. So if there's somebody like you, Eep, who's, really into horror flicks, I don't know who else in our bunch of guys here are. It's just when it comes to some of these kind of movies, I mean, it's good to have everybody else involved too, because if we're not all into all of those, we have our likes for some horror stuff, but I'm not a deep dive into the horror stuff.
Creep Show was the only horror movie that I had.
I'd have a hard time coming up with 32 movies.
I would not, but
who
voted for
Student Bodies in the Halloween parody that Jeff plays?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
He was talking about the parody that you did for the Halloween.
Oh yeah.
And there were no Clint Eastwood movies.
That is true. That's interesting.
I had Firefox is not the best Clint Eastwood movie, but it's my favorite one. And I actually, it was funny because I had Blue Thunder in there too. Like Blue Thunder was basically Firefox with a helicopter.
Yes, right.
But I loved it. Like I love both those movies.
Yeah. And then he had the Dirty Harry flick.
Yep.
Right, the one with Guns N' Roses in it. Sudden
Dead Zone.
Or no,
Deadpool.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen Repo Man?
Yeah. Years ago, though. I haven't seen it recently.
I love that movie. That's one of my favorite like cult classic movies, and that was high on my list.
Yeah. A chick flick bracket. Stashnet wants to have a chick. That's fine. I'd have plenty for that. No Dirty Harry
on there, and forget they could bring Stash on as a guest. The four of them can do it.
We should have
rude comments.
Now I would like to be on that show. There's a lot of them like that because that's like I said,
you guys did that Valentine's Day show that was
we did.
We did.
That's pretty close to that.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery was that was the 80s, right? The first one,
I believe so.
Yeah. I saw that Ramones tour. Actually, that was that wasn't their last tour, but that was great. That was a great.
It's nothing to keep us from doing 70s movies or whatever.
Yeah, and like I say, that's again why everybody else has the opportunity to get involved.
Yeah, because 70s movies would be a little tougher for me. Like I don't think I could come up with as many movies right off the bat.
Okay, what about 90s
movies? Well, 90s would be good because everybody, I think, come up with that.
Yeah,
90s would be good. No, I mean, I could definitely easily come up with 32 70s movies. And my numero uno would be Slapshot, of course.
Oh, yeah. I find that when we have a station up here, and I don't know, you guys, we called Hollywood Suite, and it's broken down by decade, and you have the 60s and before, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. And double zeros, okay? So 70s and 80s have their own categories. And I find I look through the 70s movies more than anything. 80s too, but the 70s, there's just so many fantastic movies in the 70s, like classics when I was a kid, right? But
yeah. The one that there's a couple of movies I wondered if anybody else had seen. I think one is an 80s flick called Nunzio. You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, Nunzio. And then what was the other one? Gary Busey, called it's called Breaking Loose. What is it? It's got Annette O'Toole in it. He's like trying to get together with her, and the parents don't like Gary Busey's character.
Breaking Away, so Flowrider put.
Oh, I love Breaking Away. Was that 80s? Or was that 70s?
Was it 79, I think?
That was 70. Yeah. Oh, Breaking Away was phenomenal.
Was Richard Pryor.
I was gonna say Bustin' Loose is Richard Pryor, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Stir Crazy.
Nope. Fooling Around. That's the name. Fooling Around. It's 1980.
Did Stir Crazy make anybody's list?
Stir Crazy did not make mine, but those were some good flicks. I mean, Silver Streak, that was the 80s, right?
Yeah,
or was that late
70s.
70s. It was late
70s. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Silver Streak is my favorite of that crop. Stir Crazy never struck, like, it had some good parts, then it just sort of seemed to go.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think, what do you guys think? Are you guys into war movies at all?
I always think Force 10 from Navarone.
Yeah, Force 10
that's funny
from
because
Navarone.
I was just going to say Guns of Navarone is one of my favorites. To me, Guns of Navarone and
I like that.
The Great Escape are probably my top two.
Great Escape always reminds me of Eddie Izzard when he talks about Steve McQueen making it to the front line on a motorcycle before James Garner makes it in an airplane.
Right. And Steve McQueen was actually driving that motorcycle.
Correct. Yeah, right. And also I like Kelly's Heroes.
I was just about to say Kelly's Heroes. Just about to say Kelly's Heroes.
Where Eagles Dare is another one of my favorites.
You know, that's Eastwood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that, and it's on my list.
It's an Alistair MacLean book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also a song by Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Apocalypse Now, of course.
Yeah, I never was into that.
Oh,
never was into
phenomenal.
That just showed up. Rita Moreno talks about that because she had a relationship with him.
I heard that interview actually.
Yeah, that movie of hers was really good. It was pretty cool. I saw the ZZ Top one, and we were talking about Back to the Future.
That's a good
one. And the only thing that really bothered me about it is it went to Eliminator. They showed a picture of Recycler.
Yeah, I know.
And then that was it.
It stopped too early.
And then I'm like, well, I want to know about how you got into Back.
Yeah, me too. That was exactly my take on that. But it was good.
There's a lot of those movies that are doing that. Like Tom Petty. I was dying to see how he got into being in the movie FM.
Yeah, the Queen movie too. Bohemian Rhapsody stopped too soon.
Well, Bohemian Rhapsody, those are just a joke. As far as, I'd rather look at my double disc of the Queen history on Laserdisc that I've got over there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it goes back to people watch these movies and then they think they know what happened, and it's not even.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even true. It's not even
drama biopic kind of thing,
right? But I mean, if you're not going to do it right, why the hell?
Oh, but it's not a documentary. I mean,
well, then what is it though? That's my question.
It was an entertaining movie that was based on fact. That was
okay.
Like Rocket Man of Elton John, right? It's not necessarily 100%.
Well, but Rocket Man is more of a musical.
I need to see that. That's
I've never seen Bohemian Rhapsody. I have seen Rocket Man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Yeah, Rocket Man was really, and Christine is the one who really turned me on to how that really went, because I watched it with my friend, and when we got done, we were both like, yeah. But then when she got home, I watched it with her, and thanks, Mike, fooling around. He's got that up there. When she got home and we started watching it, she goes, "Oh man, this is like an Elton John musical about his life." I go, I get it, totally get it, because now it doesn't matter. See, the Queen one was like, here's how it happened, and you're like, no, it didn't.
Well, I was entertained.
Like The Dirt.
I thought it was an entertaining movie, though.
Well, but I mean, I get that, but I mean, just make it about a fictional band then, if you're not going to tell me what.
I mean, I was disappointed they didn't do more of the studio stuff. Like,
but
again, that's us being musicians, not the general audience.
I think it also goes back to, like I say, I'll say it about that Bohemian Rhapsody reminded me of the Behind the Music of Judas Priest, which was How Gay Is Rob Halford and a little band called Judas Priest. So it just was all about him dealing with being gay. And you're like, well, I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that struggle is. And I get that there's a struggle there. And I get that it was a heavy part of his life being in that arena. But at the same time, the rest of the band just got shoved to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are guys that I wanted to know more about.
Yeah.
You know, and the same with I thought the people that they hired to do the Queen movie, great.
So
that was all great. But I just thought it was just, you know.
Before we go, it looks like we're gonna get the curtain, the hook. Stashnet had a good point. If we did 70s or 90s movies, would we see less comedies? And I think yes.
I don't. I think it's just our nature to enjoy comedies, whatever decade it is.
But I don't know. True. But 70s, I'm just trying to think of 70s comedy movies.
Well, Slapshot, first of all, Animal House, Blazing Saddles.
I mean, I'm sure I could come up with
Young Frankenstein. There's classics there.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of other good movies.
Bad News Bears.
But like 80s movies was so much about the campy, like everything. Even all the movies that we picked, even the space movies, there was a certain element of campiness, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. But I just think I think that this group, us bunch of guys, would lean towards
Yeah. Movies,
you're
probably right.
Adventure movies, and it wouldn't be as much like what's the one something Tail with Ali McGraw and Ryan O'Neal and
Convoy
Brian Piccolo story.
Brian's song. Yeah,
Brian. So we're not going to pick Brian's song from.
That was a hell of a movie, though.
Understood, but it's just probably not going to be in our top favorite movies because we're all going to be more. I just personally think that for me, especially, it's just going to be my preference is going to be comedies and adventure, maybe a Western or two. Like They Call Me Trinity would be in my favorite 70s movies. Yeah. Stuff like that. It's like, I just think that's the nature of the beast. So it's the demographic that we are inclined towards those.
But like Pink Panther would have to be on there, I would think.
Oh yeah.
And then I definitely have a James Bond movie on there.
Well, that's the thing. Like I was surprised that there were no James Bond movies.
Well, because they sucked at that time.
Oh, I don't think so.
For Your Eyes Only, A Beautiful Kill, Octopussy.
They all sucked. Really, I mean,
View to a Kill.
I love them all. I love them all personally, but they weren't in my top 32.
I love the Roger Moore stuff, like Moonraker.
I didn't. All you guys that are just that much younger than me love all that because Roger Moore was the guy when you guys got into it.
Sean Connery was long out by the time I got into Bond, but then I went back and saw the Sean Connery stuff, and of course I love Sean Connery, but
because like I say, when Sean Connery was in, there was that element of shit, he might not make it out of this. But every time Roger Moore was in there, I'm like, shit, he's gonna get out of this.
Did you
it's
see
the difference between Blade and Blade 2? That's what I always say.
I mean, For Your Eyes Only has to be your absolute favorite James Bond movie, JD, because of the hockey scene.
And also theme song, probably one of the best theme songs too.
Gene Easton,
so freaking bad. What's the worst James Bond theme song?
It was a recent one.
Yep.
It was what were the last two or three?
She's almost a hometown girl here.
What were the last three Bond movies?
There was Spectre. There was
Spectre. I think
No
Spectre.
Time to Die or No Good Time to Die was this one. We went to the theater, saw it, but
No Time.
One of the last three Bond movies had a terrible theme song, I thought.
Must have been Spectre. Oh, you know what? It might have been Spectre. Wasn't that Smith? The guy, something Smith. What's his name? Sam Smith.
Might have been. I mean, there was one that was actually really good. That was Chris Cornell sang one of them, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
That one was pretty good.
Did he do Quantum of Solace?
Maybe. You might be right, Spectre. One of them was just like, this is just not good.
Yeah, I think Sam Smith did Spectre because that piece of shit Skyfall had a wonderful theme song with Adele. She killed that.
Oh, she was that one was good.
That was outstanding. Movie was a piece of shit, but she was outstanding.
That one.
No, the worst one was Sheryl Crow was the worst one.
Which one was that?
She maybe she did maybe what was the last one for Pierce Brosnan was
The Living Daylight?
No, The Die. It was a Die Another Day.
Die Another Day.
She might have done that one, or it was right in that same area. But man, it was horrid.
Quantum of Solace. That was Jack White and Alicia Keys. I think I could do without that one.
Okay, all right. I don't remember it.
Madonna did Die Another Day. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, she did that. Okay, well then, what did Cheryl do? Did she do Casino?
Maybe.
All I know is I've got the
Tomorrow Never Dies. Holy crap! That was all the way back in '97.
Wow, Cheryl did that one.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a more recent one too.
Wow. Okay, thank you. All right.
Casino Royale was Chris Cornell.
You know, here's the only good thing about that. When I realize how time has gone, is that I'm retiring soon. So I keep thinking, oh, good. It's probably going to be here before I know it. That's keeps me rolling.
Because when Billie Eilish, No Time to Die, I don't think I was super fond of that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but
no.
All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna wrap it up.
That is great. We could go on forever.
That's why we're gonna wrap it up.
Well, Jeff, but what the crowd doesn't know is we are gonna still go on forever. They're just not gonna get.
No, we're not. I got stuff I got to do.
You guys might. I'm thinking
is gonna wear off soon. So.
Shoot.
One of two things is going to happen. I'm going to fall asleep or I'll start coughing more.
Papa Pete gets no respect.
I know. It is brought to you by Ricola.
Ricola! Thanks, Dashnet.
Thanks, everybody, for coming on.
Thanks, everybody.
For watching.
Thank you
for not watching me.
See you. Oh, I've got a video coming out Friday for Saturn Bomberman. Check it out.
Hot diggity.
That's it.